They know. They went to the one in
Durham.
There you go. There you go. Yeah. So we travel around the country and do that.
Awesome.
Yeah, we fabricate the toys that you play with while you're there, and yeah, we do all the stage stuff and
But, so 6 months out of the year you make stuff.
Yeah, we fabricate 6 months out of the year, and then we
3
tour
years,
6 months.
3 months out of the year you
Yeah. hit the recording.
Oh
yeah.
In a good way.
Yeah, totally.
At least sometimes what comes through.
Yeah. Everything that we made at Tour de Fat comes out of this little shop.
Wow. Awesome.
And
Yeah.
it's just about to grow about 3 times as big.
And be across from us.
Out of the wastewater plant.
Oh, I got with the RO.
Yeah, but a big.
Or the RO.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, right on. So you're not going to be across from us. I know.
Nice meeting y'all, guys.
Nice to meet you. It's a German thing. It's a German thing. It's a Belgian thing. It's a Belgian thing. Hello?
And it's probably the rollers, or I don't know.
That's a sandhill. Or 2 or 3.
So last week we put online our new pilot brewery, which we'll be going by, which is a 10 hectoliter system. But up until last week, all our new product development happened on this in the past 4 years. So beers like Red October, Snow Day, Summer Salt, lots of Ellipsa baked beers, all grew up on this little tiny system here. I'm going to miss it actually a lot, but yeah, it's actually really amazing. It looks a little phenomenal, but it is actually pretty badass. So hot liquor, mash louder, kettle, these pumps are pretty amazing, heat exchanger, control panel, all run on 220 volt electric up there. So yeah, I'm sad to see it go, but our new pilot brewery is amazing. And hopefully, so Colorado State here is here in Fort Collins. We're an alumni from our founder. Our assistant brewmaster Grady's an alumni from there as well. And they are attempting to get a brewery science degree. They're the second university, with 300 breweries in Colorado, it kind of makes sense. And so we hope to donate that to the food science department. That's our hope.
What does this make? I didn't hear that part. Hey, Al, wait a minute. Hold on. What? Was it Alicia? Was it Alicia? No, wait, Alice. What's your name? Alice. I could not hear back there. What was that little machine you were
So
talking
that
about?
was up until 2 weeks ago. That was our pilot brewery. So all
Your
new product
pilot
develop-
brewery?
So all new product development for the past 4 years happened on that little guy.
Okay.
You'll see our new pilot.
So
brewery.
anything you were doing as a pilot came through that
yeah,
first.
So Red Hoptober, Snow Day, Summer Salt, all were actually developed on that tiny little system.
But you're changing over, so it's pretty. It's
you'll
now
see our-
White Elephant for you, basically.
Well, no. For
No,
me,
no.
it's very sad for me to see it go. It's kind of where my
So that was
job kind of
understood.
developed through. But Colorado State's here in Fort Collins. And it's an ag school, and they are actually attempting to, Grady, our assistant brewmaster, myself, and him, our founder, are CSU alum, and they are attempting to have a master's in brewing science.
Right.
They're working on a fermentation science, and then hopefully we'll get a master's in brewing science program. And so we hope, Grady and I hope, that we will be donating it to that school, because it's electric. They have a gas-powered one now, but they can only go outside.
Right.
So that's what we do.
Okay.
So this is Dave.
Hey, Dave.
You guys are kind of on our brew house's side of being in the locker on staff right now.
So this is it. This is the control manuals for the Nerd Center in Belgium.
The Nerd Center.
It's
center. We have lots.
Well, we're beer nerds. We understand nerd. You know what nerd is spelled backwards, right?
So yeah, like anything, all the process, the brewhouse process is outlined here on this on these computer screens. There's 3 of them. There's one here, this monitor which I use the most, and the one behind Alex. The one here in the corner is our cold side. So essentially, we can control all of what's going on from this room. It's brewhouse operations, cold side operations, cellar stuff. With that said, I don't mess with other people's stuff, but we can. So if you see something glaringly wrong, you can, if we need to, I can do it here. I don't spy on people's work too much, but this is really where you can drive and bus both the brewhouse and the cellar.
What
So,
software is that?
what it uses, Wonderware. It's a platform. Originally for like oil
Yeah,
refineries
it's
and
developed
Oh.
industrial process.
We have 3.5 full-time programmers and staff. The manager of the brew house. The manager of the brew house, Dave's boss, he is gonna. Dave's boss. I also know him for.
Yeah, right.
So I can call him short. But so he's the manager of all our fabulous brewers, but he also does the programming.
Apparently, it's good to know you to get a job here. I'm putting you on my resume.
Other power sources, doing your solar then.
We have a lot of solar infrastructure here, and we purchase from power. But if the power goes out here, we're out, and that's up to me to sort of make sure what's in process is under control.
So,
The cool thing about our automation here is that we have really great pause reasoning. So if for some reason something goes down, power failure, it's intelligent in the sense that it can kind of pick up where it left off. To some degree, it's up to me to make sure that my water lines are.
so does that mean you forego backup systems for the ecology, basically, or?
Well, we don't.
I mean, some people build, a building with 3 Caterpillar 12-cylinder tractors to back up their facilities.
Right, like I believe we have like battery backup.
Yeah, we have some generator powers, and it depends on where we are. I haven't really gone into much power cogeneration network, so I
Mhm.
haven't been able to invest in it.
I only think because I help build backup facilities and
We
things.
do have backup generator power, but it's for very, very.
So
It's
you
going
have time to
inside.
get your act together and shut it down.
Right.
So if you're paused right now, you're losing production. Is there any kind of dynamic scheduling that you do to recover from that?
Well, we're luckily we're the fastest. We're one of the fastest departments here. So ultimately, fermentation is the bottleneck. So those guys have to make the move like that.
Right.
We can haul in here, pick up speed if we need to. We've got another brew house as well.
From a
So you just have enough built in from a scheduling standpoint?
But no, I mean, from a scheduling perspective, honestly, I share an office with our scheduler, production scheduler, and I've also known him since college. I always say to him, we're good friends, but we're opposite personalities. I'm like, Jack, I could never do your job. Because he has to deal with everything from, yeast propagation to production scheduling, to fermenters not going down to packaging scheduling. And he has to look at it all the time, like, oh, the filter broke, it's a brewery. Honestly, it's a big brewery, and we have to try and be world class, but stuff breaks, stuff goes down.
Well, we're
Jack is
looking
like,
up to you, so.
yeah, Jack is from the even field. He's like, oh, we'll figure it out. It's pretty amazing.
I picture him like a huge risk with like all of the brewery. Yeah, because I don't know how he can see it all, but he just knows what's going on.
Yeah.
It's a pretty incredible
It's
job.
amazing.
But as far as control and stuff here, everyone's always asked, can you control valves here? Yeah, we can control valves for sure, and we get feedback for everything that's going on in process. So what I'm looking at here is CFP plant, CFP heat exchanger out here, and this brew house that's in front of us. So everything that's green is on and operating. You can kind of see that illustrated here. It looks like a pretty big mess, but it takes a little time for it to sort of make sense of what's going on.
It's the beer matrix for me.
Yeah, the pipes out locally in the field out here are reflected pretty clearly on this screen. So it takes a little time to kind of put it into perspective on the screen, but it's really accurate. So CIP point here is looking at, this is like each brew house stress that has its own page. So we're looking at the mash tun down the end there, the lavender tun to the left. Sure, yeah. And then 3-well tank right in front of us and stuff. And then this is the northern screen. This is probably the largest screen we have here. But you guys are pretty familiar with the brewing process. The kettle that we brew house one is standard for any real large production brewery. It's a 100 barrel system, 100 barrel kettle. Has internal heating element. So it's bundled with steam pipes. Right? Yeah. So we kind of apply that same theory, right? We need steam to heat our wort, but we do it in a different way here. So this cone-shaped heating element is what's on the top up there, and our wort sits down on this ground level vessel here, which is kind of functioning as our whirlpool. So all the wort sits in here and then gets pumped up through this massive pipes and comes up through the center of that Merlin cone. Kind of comes up through there and gets spread down across that. So it's a thin film boiling system, that's what it's called, but it's boiling just that thin film. We recirculate the total volume of wort about 6 times over, something like 6 and 8. So it's passing over that cone of boiling, and it's ridiculously efficient because we're only boiling that thin film and only using enough steam to boil that volume. So I believe it's like 70%
I give that
less.
stat already.
Yeah. Sorry,
It's okay.
Just trying to fill you all in here, but anyway, it's really efficient. Yeah. So
I've got
about
a
35 minutes.
really important brewing tangent question. Is Billy Gibson from ZZ Top Beer or
No, it's
I
actually
like
one of our cellarmen.
what?
It's one of our
He
guys
just
who
looks
works
like
at
a
Cellarman. He does
Okay.
look like Cellarman.
Is
And
that-
I didn't
well,
actually
I mean,
know
you
the
know,
story.
the beard, mustache, you can see where I think that.
I know, exactly.
Yeah.
And honestly, when we submitted that name, I was wondering if they were going to come back, the TGB was going to come back and be like, no. Can you just show a picture really quick of the malt castle?
Sure, unless you already did that.
And
So our malt castle here is, we call it the castle, but it's a bunch of silos out there. Every malt variety is in one specific silo. So for me to sort of start a recipe, do what's called blowing in. So I'll input the recipe here, put in those weights, each one, and it will just sort of start the process, start the transport system, which is for us the positive pressure system. So we're blowing that in, positive pressure. It will weigh out the values of malt from the silo, send that through, and kind of do it by layer. So we kind of create a fat tire by layer of all those malts. It's super accurate. It's within like 6 kilos accuracy, so it's pretty awesome. We're not wasting much of anything. So this is the actual transport system that you see, which would be like on the roof. Silo cage is right here, like I was saying before. And
How often are those silos?
we get approximately 6 to 8 trucks of malt a week. Or no, a day. We get 4 to 6 pale malt trucks a day, approximately 4 days a week. Specialty malts, ones that we use a lot, like Munich, we're probably 2 a week. And then there's sometimes, like something like Carabils, is like once every 2 to 3 weeks. But
And those-
yeah.
those are
and
always
they're
loose
bulk,
bags?
and they're
They're-
bulk trucks.
Oh, they're bulk trucks.
They're bulk trucks. We do have a bag dump because we do use some specialty bag malt. So Dave doesn't just sit here all day. So they do have to dump the hops into the hop dosing spice, sugar, sometimes a lot of sugar.
This kind of work is very important. We understand the tech work.
And then the bag dump too for specialty malts like chocolate or black malt or black malt now kind of comes in super sacks, but they still have to.
So we
go
can
to
use you on a
super
resume, right?
Yeah.
So is your recipe software, is that homegrown or are you using something?
yeah, it's all developed in-house. We have we're working on integrating this recipe management system, which will kind of
move the recipe from like starts out as fat tire in the brew house, and then the cellar department will use this recipe parameters for like fat tire, the cellar, things like that. But everything's all really driven in house and developed here.
If you guys turn off your camera,